everyone, it's Shannon. Thanks so much for joining me. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. You'll find new DIYs and tutorials here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now recently I released a video which was a fall Target dollar spot haul, and if you missed that video, I'll make sure to link that down below so you can check that out after this video. They have a lot of great fall decor out, but they also have some great items that you could use all year long in your everyday decor. They also have some great items that you can use to craft and create with. So today I'm going to be using some of those items from that haul video to make 3 farmhouse style home decor items. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here are the 4 items I'm going to be using for today's project. I have this huge shutter, also this 4-pack of tabletop chalkboards. I have this I actually super duper love this. It is a home banner with the letters and a wreath for the O. I just love that. And then this is a hanging wood sign in a palette style. And the first thing we're gonna get started with is the really easy one, and that is the tabletop chalkboards and our banner. Alright, so I have those 2 items from the Target dollar spot. You're also going to need some foam mounting tape. This is from Dollar Tree, so really inexpensive. Also I have some chalk and a pair of scissors. Alright, so I have all 4 of my chalkboards laid out here. I'm going to use my regular chalk and just give these all a coat of chalk. That way they don't look so new and they look more used and have some wear on them and look more like a realistic chalkboard. So I'm going to do is just rub the chalk on there and then come back with my towel and kind of wipe all the dust off. That way it'll be prepped and primed for our next step. Alright, so I wanted to show you what a difference the chalk makes. So this is before, just untouched. This is with the chalk coating, and this is with it wiped off. So definitely adds more of that rustic feel whenever you just prime it and prep it a little bit with some chalk. And now that all of those are prepped, all I have to do is take this banner apart and use my foam mounting tape to add each letter and the wreath onto the chalkboards. Alright, so here it is, super duper simple. There are holes where the jute ran through. You could take some spackle, fill those holes in, sand it down a little bit, and then repaint them white if you wanted to. I'm just trying to keep this really simple, but you could also take some buffalo check ribbon and wrap it underneath this wreath and hang it over the top of this and tape it in the back, and then that'll give that a cute effect as well. But I'm just gonna really keep this super simple, so I'll show you what it looks like all set up. And now we're gonna make a cute little round tray, buffalo check print on the top. So like I said, this is a wood hanging sign, but we're not gonna hang it. We're actually just gonna leave it sit. And because it has these nice brace pieces in the back, it sort of sits up, so it looks like it has feet on it already, which I really like. This was only $3 from the Target dollar spot. The other items I'm gonna The other items I'm going to be using are my chalk paint. So I have white, black, and gray, a foam paintbrush for each color. I also have my painter's tape. This is about 1 inch wide. And then I have 2 of these handles, which you can get from Home Depot. They're only $1 something. They're not even $2 a piece, so really, really inexpensive. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint my whole sign here white. I'm going to do 2 coats and let that dry really well. All right, so it's all painted white. I added these vertical stripes, and as you saw, I was adding this extra piece here and peeling it off, and that makes sure our stripes are all evenly spaced apart. So this is basically just a placeholder. I recently just did the same buffalo check print paint technique in a recent tutorial, so if you want to check that out, I did this on a charger from Dollar Tree. So same idea here, we're just making a tray with it. I have loved doing this. It's so much fun to peel the tape off and reveal the buffalo check, so don't let this process deter you from trying it, because it's really, really simple. So now that we have our painter's tape on here, I am going to come in with my gray paint and do 1 coat and let it dry. All right, so now that this is dry, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna turn it this way. That way, all of our tape is making cross lines. So we just find the middle here, and we're gonna do the same thing using the placeholder tape to create our spacing. All right, and now that this coat is dry, I just did another 1 coat of the gray. We're gonna come back in with the painter's tape and lay our original tape back down. So these lighter lines, not over the darker lines, we're gonna put those back basically the same way we did them the first time. I'm gonna turn it back this way so you can see I did the vertical lines first. And we're just going to carefully put these up to the edge of those darker lines. We don't want to overlap because that will disrupt our pattern. And I'm going to go ahead and add a layer of black chalk paint. There it is. I just love the buffalo check. It comes out so, so nice. And now I'm just going to add my little handles here. It comes with screws in the set, so I'm just going to use my screwdriver to attach them onto the board. and now for our last project, I'm going to be working on the shutter. This was $5 and it has a sawtooth picture hanger on the back already, so it makes it easy for hanging. And I'm not a big fan of this black. A lot of my home is like neutral and whites and creams, so that's what I'm going to do to it. I'm going to give it sort of a whitewash, distressed white layer of chalk paint, not a complete coverage of white chalk paint because I still want to see some of the black coming through, just to give it more of a rustic farmhouse look. So here it is after 2 coats of paint. You probably could do 3 if you wanted better coverage. I really wanted this kind of chippy, worn look, so 2 was good for me. And now we're gonna add some embellishments. So there's so many things you could do with this. You could hang your jewelry on it, you could put recipes on it, you could put it in your office and use it as an organizer, but I am going to make this into sort of a cute little display piece. So this is a mason jar from Dollar Tree that I just painted white that we are going to attach onto the front, off to the side with some jute. And then these are little lamb's ear that I got from Walmart. They were only $2 and they come with 2 stems and they're actually really, really nice. So I'm gonna put those in that so it'll be a nice little vase. And then I have some little mini clothespins from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna clip on some pictures on the right side here. Alright, so for this, I just wrapped the jute around the mason jar a couple times, and then I fed 1 string up and 1 string under and tied a knot in the back. And then just used 2 of those little mini clothespins to clip the pictures onto the sides. Let me know down in the comments below, what would you use your shutter for? How would you use it and where would you put it? Thank you all so very much for joining me for today's tutorial. I hope that it inspired you. Please give this video a thumbs up for me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I have more great DIY tutorials in the link next to me. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will link those down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.